Hey guys, Chris here from Flipping Cars and welcome to my 101 tips. Now in this tip what we're going to do is look at what it means when there's a paint discrepancy on the condition report. So what we're looking at is 30% rippled or poor paint and the difference between those. Check out the rest of the video and make sure whilst you're here you subscribe, hit the like and leave me a comment. Thank you. And this one says it's a grade 3 for poor paint, but the job is a really good job. You'd be pretty much hard pushed to spot it unless you were a paint guy. Now if you look down here, this actually gets lighter, but it's not a bad job at all. There's no pits or marks or any contamination within the paint, so it's a really good job. If they hadn't told you it's poor paint, you would probably never know. So here's another example of poor paint. What you can see here, it's had a bumper repair, and you can see the wrong colour paint here compared to the original paint that's running down the car. And you can tell that they've had it off as well because they've not fitted it back right. So if you look here, you see a massive gap by the headlight and the bumper. So it's not been fitted properly. And if you look in there as well, you can probably just see where they prized it away as well. So it's not been fitted correctly. It's had poor paint to it. But the other side has been fitted back on correctly, and you can see they've not painted around this side because that matches that. So this side colour is the same. They've done half a job and they've used poor paint, and you can actually see it looks like they've tried to blend it across here from the badge and outwards. So when you see a condition report and it's got on there 30% rippled, what that tends to mean is that the car has had some filler within the bodywork and then been painted over. It may be an exceptional job, it might be really good, but it might also be poor. It doesn't mean it's 30% rippled and it's going to be noticeable and wavy, but you might be able to tell that it's had some filler within the panel. If it just says poor paint, it means it's had some paint on the car, so it might have been keyed at some point, and the paint match might not be very good. It might be really good, but they always put poor paint just to cover their backsides. So you will see some cars where it says poor paint, especially on black cars, where it can be really poor and a really bad mismatch. But you really need to sort of take that with a pinch of salt because some cars are just really good. So if it says poor paint, don't panic too much, study the pictures properly. If they're good quality, we can probably tell the condition of that paint. If the pictures aren't very good, we may need further inspection. But if it says 30% rippled, just rest assured that it has had some work done to it, but it might have been done by a professional body shop, so it may be really good, but take that into consideration because if it isn't very good and it turns up and it says 30% rippled, you're probably going to be a little bit annoyed. So poor paint and 30% rippled are two different things. Poor paint, it's had paint over a key mark, for instance, or over a scratch, and it hasn't had filler. 30% rippled, there's been some filler to fill in some dents or some cracks, and then been painted.